Hey everyone, welcome to video number 1 on our Power Hour video series. This video today is about outgoing messages and how to do those. So for me, my goal each day is my very first thing that I do is send out 10 outgoing messages. Outgoing messages are your most important thing that you're doing, one of the most important, because what it's doing is it's giving you Facebook affinity. The more people that you're conversing with and the more people that you are talking to in their inbox, even if they don't respond, you are now on their newsfeed more and you're seen by more people. So even some people get distracted because they get discouraged. They'll send out 10 messages and then they'll get 2 responses, right? And they're like, well, that was a bust. Well, really it's not, because you're on those people's radar for 1, but for 2, the more people that you're messaging, the more news feeds you're showing up on in their news feeds and things that you're liking and commenting, etc. So outgoing messages are super important. I always think of it as a win, no matter what. You shouldn't think of how many responses you get back. You should be proud of the fact that you are putting outgoing messages out there. For 1, the Facebook affinity, but for 2, you're also getting more comfortable. I know a lot of people have concerns over sounding genuine and really what to say to people when they're sending outgoing messages. So what's going to make it better? Practice makes perfect, right? So the very first thing I do, I shut my notifications off and I go in. I don't even look at the messages that I have there. Right? I work from my list, which is going to be coming up in the tracking section on how to work from a list, even though you should already have seen the video, but it'll just remind you there. I work from my list, I go to the top to where I've left off, wherever that is, and that person that's there, I go to their Facebook page and I look at what they've been doing. I look at our mutual friends. If I've never talked to them before, I try to figure out a little bit about them, and then I send them a message. And one might say, you know, your cover photo caught my attention. You know, I really love that quote. You seem like a really genuine, sweet person, or whatever. You know, are you friends with my brother? You know, if they're a mutual friend, or did I meet you in a mom's group, or whatever. And just be honest and just talk to people with 0 intention. This intention, your outgoing messages, are simply to connect. Do not feel uncomfortable because you're just honestly connecting. That's it. So my top tips are to do your homework. Don't just say, okay, I need to message 10 people today and scroll through Facebook or go back in your messages to figure out who you need to message. That's not how it goes. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your list, and if you need to, maybe write down the 10 people before you go to work. So when you go to work, you just go to your Facebook, go to each one of their Facebook pages, give yourself a couple minutes to look at each of their pages and see what they're all about, see what's going on in their lives, see what you can generally connect to them with, and send them a message. Now, if you really can't think of anything and you feel like this is just not going to be comfortable, then just leave that person alone for now. Don't put that you've checked in with them. Just leave it blank, and that's on your tracking is what I'm talking about, in your spreadsheet, however you're tracking your Mac Daddy list. Go to your next person down the line, and that's fine. Sometimes I have to do that because it's maybe a really fresh person I just put in there and I'm not really sure. I'm still feeling them out. They're still feeling me out. Because remember, you know, this is your business and you can talk to and choose who you want to communicate with and who you want on your team. So that is how you are going to do your outgoing messages. You need to laser focus. You need to focus only on outgoing. Even if a message comes in and you see it pop up and you're like, ooh, they were interested in a challenge pack. What do they need to say? Doesn't matter. They're going to be there in a few minutes. This is Facebook. It's not a text. It's not a phone call. It's just like an email. They know that you're not going to get back to them right away, and that's okay. They're not going anywhere. Their message isn't going anywhere, right? So just message them, or just get your 10 messages done, or however many it is for you. In the business activity tracker, I think it's 5. I just double, triple that, quadruple it, depending on, because I want to go faster and this is my full-time job, right? So just do them. Laser focus, get them done, check it off your list so that you can move forward. Hope that helped. Have a great day.